guys, thanks for stopping by. If you guys follow me on Instagram or if you saw my last video, you saw that I recently bought a bike, and while it's a beautiful bike, it still needed a lot of work when I bought it. So I just recently got a package full of different customizing tools, and so I thought I could take you guys along for the journey of me pimping my ride. When I first bought my bike, she was pretty dirty and rusty because the previous owner had just pulled her out of storage. So the first order of business was to thoroughly wipe down and gently rub away all the rust. And I did that by spraying some WD-40 directly onto the rust and then using some steel wool to gently scrub it away. And that definitely took some time. And in the end, I couldn't get all of the rust off, at least without risking further damage. But despite that, she definitely looked a lot better, and I ended up buffing her out with some more WD-40 to help prevent further rust. Next, I wanted to swap out the seat and the handles. The old handles were really grimy, and so I found some nice brown ones that I really liked. And then later actually found a matching seat on Amazon, which was on sale for $18. So, I mean, score. The old handles were an absolute nightmare to get off, and I struggled for at least a full 10 minutes and practically gave myself a hernia. Luckily, putting the new ones on was an absolute breeze. The guy at the bike shop that I bought the new handles from told me about the hairspray trick, which is to spray the handles with hairspray first, and then they'll just slide right on, and they did. Next came the seat. So I unlocked the old one and jimmied it up, and I then had to unbolt the post from the old seat, which meant I first needed to find a wrench in my husband's messy garage. And I had zero idea what I was doing. I was winging it the whole time, and I ended up not needing to loosen the bolts much for the post to slide out of the old seat. So I then had to screw the post into the new seat. Again, no idea what I was doing, but eventually I got the seat snug on the post and got the post back in the bike frame, only to find out that the manufacturer had set the default seat angle to point at the Heavenly Lord above. God knows why. So I had to tear it all apart again and adjust it, but finally I got it with only mild personal injury, and I moved on to the next customization, which was to give my bike a trunk, or at least the closest I could get to a trunk on a bike. I found this super cool insulated bike rack cooler, and this was super easy to install. It had Velcro straps, so I just strapped it to the bike rack and that was it. Next, I needed to add a water bottle holder, and this was a little bit more difficult because this bike is a cruiser, not a mountain bike, so it didn't have the typical mountain bike hookup where you can just screw the holder to the bike frame. So I had to buy an additional adapter, and I decided to attach it underneath the seat to that frame, and I think it worked out pretty well there. Of course, my ride would not be complete without adding a bell, and it took me forever to find one that I liked, but I did finally find one, and it's this super cute rainbow. It's absolutely adorable, and I think it's the perfect addition. I had been on the fence a while about getting a basket for my bike. I definitely wanted some sort of storage in the front, and I almost bought a basket when I found this cool looking handlebar bag instead. And I love that it's enclosed, which was probably my biggest hang up with getting a basket. And it also doesn't obstruct my view of the front tire, which for whatever reason in my mind is important. So I strapped that on, and I think it looks pretty good. So at this point, my bike was almost done, but of course I had to add the cherry on top. So I found these super fun tire lights. They screw right to your spokes, and they display a different design as your tire spins. And I thought they were so over the top, so I knew they would be the perfect addition to my bike. And granted, they are kind of cheap, but they're kind of cool too. And that was it. My new ride was complete, and I just needed to take her for a spin and test everything out. Alright guys, that was all I had to share with you today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Of course, if you did, leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you've not already. That would be super dope. And that being said guys, I will see you the next time around.